That's Greg Olson, offensive coordinator. Yeah. Derek wants to know if Fresno is better than Washington.
Yeah, Fresno. No, I stay out of that with Derek. He's going to bet on Fresno every week. So.
To have Darren here long term, we were just talking to him and how grateful he seemed to be in this space. What kind of progress have you seen from him on the just kind of getting to know him over the last 12 months? A guy that was on the practice squad, you know, and signed over here and now has turned into the player that he's become.
Derek.
I'm sorry, Darren Waller.
Oh, Darren. Oh, yeah. You know, can't be more excited for a guy. He's really the reason why you coach, and I think every coach on our staff would say the same. It's just been a pleasure in the meetings, his work ethic, his preparation, certainly his athletic ability, and you know how he's grown as a tight end. Coming out of college as a wide receiver, that's not an easy transition, but every facet and every aspect of his game, I think, is a great example of what a pro is and what a pro should be.
Where have you seen the improvements in his blocking? It seems like the blocking is really taking a step.
Yeah, we've talked about it. I know someone had asked that question earlier, and as a staff, we just feel like he's very willing, and that's a big part of it, especially coming from playing the wide receiver position as a collegiate. They're just not used to going there and putting their hand on the ground and blocking someone across from them. But he's been a very willing blocker, and then, you know, certainly we understand the strength and the athletic ability that he has, explosiveness. Just makes it him kind of a natural when he strikes people. So, you know, his work in the weight room, he's gained weight certainly since he's been in the league, and just the willingness more than anything.
How the tight end position to be able to use when you go to the two tight end stuff with Foster and Darren, what kind of flexibility does that give the offense as a whole in terms of?
Well, it really that group, and we've spoken about that group numerous times here every week. It seems like week in, week out, we talk about the tight end group, and really we throw Derek Carrier in that group as well, because he is certainly a very good receiving tight end and fills a great role for us offensively, and another tireless worker and guy that prepares very well for his role. But I think just the flexibility with those three guys together allows us to do a lot of different things.
Thought of Zay Jones so far since he's been here, and how do you think you can get him ready to play on Sunday?
Very quick study, quick learner. You know, we had him in last week, early in the week. Very intelligent football player, and that jumped out at us right away. And then we got a chance to see him on the practice field here early in the week, running full speed. He's got tremendous speed, quickness. So it's early right now, but we like what we see.
Josh was saying, he obviously had big numbers last game, but there's a lot of little things that he thought he could have done better. How much, as a coach, do you like hearing a guy have sort of that?
Yeah, he's been great. Someone asked that when we were over in London about, you know, what makes him a great back, and we talked about his physical attributes, but also certainly mentally, what he brings to the table, and you know, he's extremely, to me, a guy that you ask him to do something. He's going to do it to his best of his ability. If he doesn't do it right, he's going to come back and ask how he can do it better. So he's been fantastic that way. I know Kirby Wilson, the running back coach, you know, couldn't be more pleased with him and how he's come along. And certainly there's been mistakes, but they're few. And, you know, he takes them to heart when he does make a mistake, and he'll do his best not to repeat that mistake. So we're again, happy with the way he's come along, and I think he's going to be a really good back down the road.
Derek said he really wants to get him more involved in the passing game, and he's starting to do that a little bit. Do you want to see that progression more as well?
Yeah, we as a staff too, we were always looking for ways to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers, and certainly he's proven himself as a playmaker right now. So we'll continually look at different ways to get him the football.
How's Gabe looked this week, and what if he's able to? What is he having him added to that offensive line? What does that give?
Again, we taught Richie toughness, Gabe Jackson toughness, and professional. You know, he's a true pro. And you won't find anybody in the building that'll, you know, say any unkind words about Gabe Jackson. But the toughness that he'll add to the offensive line, we're looking forward to having him back in that way. You know, he looked good in the last 2 days of practice. He looks fresh and his legs look good. So we're excited to see him play this week.
Derek yesterday talked sort of at length about the idea of kind of warming up to balance in the offense. Like when John first showed up, he was all about learning the passing responsibilities, and John was emphasizing the importance of the running game. How have you seen Derek sort of embrace his responsibilities in getting the running game going? And have the last 2 games been kind of a good representation of where you want that balance to be between?
Well, we're always looking for balance, but we'll do whatever we have to do to win the football game based on a plan that week. But, you know, I think Derek has grown every year that he's been in the league. He's had to go through numerous coordinators in the league. So, you know, his learning tree, he kind of has to start over. He's had to start over a number of years. But his overall knowledge of football, you know, that's where he's made the most growth, in my opinion. And the understanding of fronts and coverages and how they work together, and same thing with the blitz patterns and how they come together. I think his overall knowledge of the game certainly is really grown exponentially since he's been in the league. But also, all he wants to do is win. So however we got to do that, and whether it's a balanced attack and he has to throw less, he's okay with that. You know, the results are what he's about, and that's winning. So, you know, I think he's got a real good feel, certainly for the passing game, and he's taken on, you know, to me, responsibility of doing a lot of what we want for him to do in the run game.
You don't have to worry about him on your side of the ball, but Aaron Rodgers on the other side. Like, what makes him so unique as a quarterback?
You know, every year he's been, it seems like since he started, his name comes up every year in the talk of the MVP of the league. I mean, every year. So. Just tremendous instincts in the pocket, his quick release, his accuracy. There's so many things that you know, different things, words you use to describe the guy. His competitive nature, but he's, you know, he's just proven over time the durability that he's shown as well. You know, just a, you know, a premier player in the league at that position. There's a handful of guys that you'll talk about, and he's one of them. And he doesn't seem to be slowing down. So he's just a fun player to watch.
Pass rush has been pretty impactful thus far this season. How much of a challenge are the Smith guys?
Yeah, the Smith brothers. You know, they were, you know, 2 of the free agents that we had targeted. You know, as an organization last year that we thought were 2 of the better pass rushers in the league last year. So we were very well aware of them. We studied them as an organization, and we like what they brought. And certainly they're living up to their billing, how they came out last year as free agents. So tremendous athletes. Good length and size, but you know, I'm sure Green Bay's glad they got him.